Hey, it's Rebecca with the Ray Nail Studio, and today we're doing some Halloween nails. We are doing Freddy Krueger inspired nails, and this is one of my favorite movies, Nightmare on Elm Street. So I was very inspired to do this look. I have done a few Halloween nails, but I never got to film them, so that's what we're going to be doing today. First things first, I'm going in with my McCart 100-180 grit file. You guys know that these are my favorite files. These are the ones that I recommend, and we're going for more of a tapered square, not so much a coffin. And I will be replacing Evelyn very soon because her cuticles are beyond repair. I was gonna get the Silpoxy that they sell on Red Iguana, but I'll be really upset if it doesn't work. So we're just gonna stick it out with her as long as we can, so don't mind her cuticles at all. For the flame nail, I'm using these flame decals from the Painted Koi, and I got these a little while ago when they were really popular. Before everyone started selling them, they were really hard to get. So I got a few from her, and I'm putting the flame on a black kind of ombre background. And how I recommend using these flames is to put it on while the acrylic is wet, because if not, it'll start to stick up and lift, and then when you go to cap it, it'll be poking out. It's just a mess. So make sure you're letting your acrylic just get just a tad bit dry before applying the decal so that it will stick. For the rest of the nails, I'm going in with Cover Earth by Young Nails, just for a neutral base. And I'm of course using the Young Nails liquid and then my number 8 brush from Artisan. For this nail in particular, I wanted to have something that represented Freddy and basically his story. So of course the flame nail. Then we have this nail. It's going to be a textured nail. I'm just pinching the half dry acrylic to give, you know, kind of like a burnt skin look. And then of course I'm going to go in with a little bit of black acrylic just to give it more of a grunge, dirty appearance. And then going in with raspberry from D&D in order to give it, you know, a little bit of color. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm just pinching it to my liking. This is really not that complicated. It's really easy. Just be careful not to take too much off, but like I said, I'm just pinching the half dry acrylic. Now with the polish portion, I did go in with acetone just to kind of thin it out and spread it out just a little bit more because it was just looking a little too harsh. So that's what I'm doing here, just spreading it around with some acetone. And I did use regular polish. I did not use gel polish for this part. After capping all of the nails with clear acrylic, I'm going in with my finish filing. So for this first part, I'm using the 100 side of the McCart file just to get the shape nice and crisp. And instead of going over the nail with my 180 side, I do now go over it with a medium coarse drill bit. And I just find this to cut down on my time a lot more than hand filing. And then of course I buff the nails to give it a smooth finish before we go in with the top coat. One tip I have when finish filing with your e-file is to go side to side just to give it more of an even finish. Of course, I start going up and down just because I'm trying to get some of that bulk down, but eventually I switch to going side to side. For Freddy's sweater, I did mix some black with both of these colors. I used a green from Kiara Sky and then that raspberry from D&D. But after finishing it, it was way too dark, so I did switch it out, which I did not record because it was the next day. But you guys get the gist, just using a striper brush from Alpha Brush and creating, you know, the desired thickness for these sweater lines. All right, now for the rings. So I did go in with my needle bit that I purchased from Amazon to create small holes, and I kind of get this stuck every time just because it will stop the drill, but I just go ahead and pull it out with some toenail nippers, and then it just creates a cute crisp hole for the nail piercings. So just be careful when you're doing this on someone because the e-file will stop, it will get stuck. I know that they have a tool specifically for this, but I just have not purchased it. So one thing with these piercings is that it is considered hardware, so you are going to need some tools to bring it back together to the even circle. I've tried to do this with my bare hands and it does not work. So make sure that you have some stuff on hand to help you close up the rings. I did go with a matte top coat for the flame, and then everything else is gloss. And I did go ahead and change out the sweater. So here is the final look. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for that 5K giveaway. Again, my name is Rebecca, and I hope to see you soon.